We first offered the shack as a response to a Bible study that happened this summer. Actually, it had such a connection to people's hearts. We realized that this was a message that was touching many, and so our heart's cry for our church, our constant motivation is to try to connect with the hearts of the people in our community. And so we gave away the book, about 700 copies of the book, to our friends and others who were reading it. We invited them to come along and to really share the journey together and look into what the Bible might actually be behind the book, what fact might be behind the fiction that we could really trust with our own lives as much as Mac did with his own. I think the book relates to people at a very visceral level. Mac has the tragedy in the book of having lost a daughter to a serial killer, which is almost overwhelming as you read it. But I think almost everybody has a great sadness of some sort. Tragedy visits all of us at one time or another in our lives, and that's a time where we seriously question what we can count on. Is God real? In times like that, what can you still hold on and count on in your life? And that's a time where many of us are thrown into a spiritual journey and a spiritual quest of sorts. We wanted people, when they walked through the door, to feel like this was a place for them. They would already have the connection with the book that they were reading and this place as a place to consider its deeper truths. We had a host of volunteers build the shack for us, and actually it's so sturdy, it's almost not as shacky as we at first wanted, but it's a very sturdy, well-framed structure, and all these were donated woods from fence companies that had discarded woods, and we built it ourselves from those donations and other animal shelters in the area that were falling down in people's pastures. They gave us the materials in order to clean up those spots. I think the only thing we actually paid for were these windows from Habitat for Humanity resale store and the screen door that we come through every Sunday morning for a part of the services.